0 right now. Here comes the tip.
Neek Hawker set to tip it up against Emma King, and we are getting ready to get underway. It is up and controlled by Garrard County into the backcourt. Maddie Day with it. We'll bring it into the front court. Garrard County going left to right on your radio dial. Off to the right to Hawker on the right wing. Lincoln County opens up in a man-to-man. Down in the corner to Sam Adams. Adams will dribble it out and reset the offense for Garrard County. Nearly got a 5 count there, but we'll hand off to Maddie Day at the jump circle. Just underway, no score here at Boyle County. Lincoln and Garrett in girls action. Sis Logan with it on the left wing. Puts a dribble down, picks it up, and now bounces out top. Stolen by Maddie Boyle. Boyle going to go coast to coast, challenges Adams and lays it in.
Maddie Boyle saw that pass coming, stepped into the lane, took it in, and a kiss off the glass.
2-0 Lincoln County on top, and here comes a little 1-2-1-1 full court pressure. Day with it still in the backcourt, in the front to Patrick. And now back to Day, and Garrard County will set the offense. 50 seconds gone, 2-0 Lincoln County on top. Left wing to Adams. Adams out top to Hawker. Top the key extended over to Day on the right wing. Lobs it down low over the head of Patrick and out of bounds. Good defense that time by Caitlin Wilkes, and Lincoln County forces a turnover.
Yeah, Lincoln County definitely, you can tell they are upping their defensive pressure right now, and we hear both coaches, Coach McWhorter and Coach Jackson, talk about getting their offense started from their defense.
Boyle into the front court for Lincoln County. Over the right wing extended to Emma King. King puts a dribble down, gets in the paint, goes to the rack and lays it in. Nobody stopped Emma King, and she went right to the basket. 4-0 Lincoln.
2 easy shots for Lincoln County up off the glass. Good.
That's Logan with it in the backcourt. Bounce it in the front court to Adams. She'll fire a 3. Is no good. She's knocked down. You heard the whistle. The foul will go against number 25. That is Logan Godby, her first and the team's first.
Logan Godby had a great game, the second game at Garrard County, Kevin. She had 18 points, which I think, if memory serves me right, may have been her season best. Sam
Adams at the free throw line for 3 for Garrard County. 6:32 to go in the first. Lincoln on top 4-0, and Adams cannot connect on the first one.
How about getting through the Lincoln County Garrard County game last night with no free throws in the entire first half, midway through the third quarter before the first free throws were shot.
And to be honest, I thought it was a pretty well officiated game. So
yeah.
Adams unable to hit the second one as she turns around and looks incredulously at her bench.
And the opposite of that, in the first game, Boyle County shot over 30, and Danville shot less than 10.
Adams able to connect on the third, so she has a point, and it is 4-1. 6.5 to go in the first. Boyle quickly into the front court to King. Back out top to Boyle. Boyle fakes a 3, drives, gets in the paint, kicks it over to the left wing to Godby, down low to Wilkes. Wilkes fans it back out to Boyle. 3-pointer on the way, off to the right, no good. Rebounded by Hawker. Good ball movement by the Lady Patriots, just couldn't put it in the basket. Into the front court comes Day. Day angles off to the left, gets a high screen, will use it, goes down, loses the handle on it, just lost it out of bounds. A turnover to the Lady Patriots.
Well, you wouldn't be talking about any district game jitters for these girls, Kevin, for Garrard County, because they're all seniors. They've all been here before.
Maybe the first time that they have an expectation of getting a victory, though, so a little bit added pressure. Out top now to Boyle. Boyle behind the back dribble, gets in the paint, goes up and lays it off the glass. No good. Battle for the rebound. It went off the hands of Lincoln County's Jenna King, and it will stay or go to the Lady Lions.
Great move by Maddie Boyle to get to the rack, and just too strong as it kind of came off the right side of the rim.
Adams back to Day in the backcourt to Patrick, still in the backcourt. Now in the front court, batted away, picked up by Jenna King. King on the run, straight down the middle of the floor. Tried a Euro step, and it was batted out of bounds by Day, and will stay with the Lady Patriots.
And Lincoln County had a 3-on-2, a 30-second timeout taken by Garrard County. We step aside, 5:38 to go in the first quarter. 4-1, Lincoln on top. WPBK-FM 102.9.
While so many of us ask big questions about what happens when we die, we often forget to ask questions that will capture the way that we lived. Take time to think about the type of funeral services that you would want. Traditional? Celebratory? Will the service reflect your unique interests and personality? Contact McKnight Funeral Home and Monument Company and let funeral directors Kyle McKnight and Jamie Oates assist you in pre-planning your funeral service today. McKnight Funeral Home and Monument Company, family owned and committed to serving you with dignity.
Lincoln Basketball, presented by McKnight Funeral Home and Monument Company.
Garrard County calls a quick timeout to talk it over. Lincoln County comes on offense. Here's Kevin Bandura.
Bounce it into Wilkes. Wilkes back out to Jenna King. 3 on the way. Good. How
How about Jenna King with the 3-dinger, and Lincoln County up 7-1.
Nice play out of the inbounds for Lincoln County. Maddie Day quickly into the front court to Hawker. Hawker will get it back to Logan and back to Day. And Lincoln County's press has not been too effective in terms of turning Garrett over, but it certainly has caused Garrett problems to slow them down. Hawker's going to drive, loses a handle on it, but picked up by Adams. Adams goes in down to the baseline to Patrick. Patrick dribbles it back out and will get it to Logan on the right wing. Bounces it into Patrick. Got deep positioning in on there. Lincoln County able to control it, bat it away. Boyle throws it into King. Jenna King tries to throw it to Emma King, and it goes out of bounds, and it will go back to the Lady Lions.
And I thought that they might got a hand on that on the far side, but they're going to say King tried to go to her sister Emma on the side and threw it out of bounds.
Logan to Patrick. Patrick back to Logan, still in the backcourt. Now skip pass into Day on the right wing, breaks the pressure. Day to Logan. Logan driving, contact, and there's a blocking foul on Caitlin Wilkes. That's her first and the team's second. And Tim, if you watched any Garrard County basketball at all from the girls' perspective, they are very deliberate on offense, very patient, will turn that over, sometimes passing up a good shot to get a great shot.
And I felt like if Caitlin Wilkes had stepped over just a tad bit quicker and established that position, she may have drawn the charge. But another thing about Sis Logan, she's a decent ball handler. They'll even let her bring the ball down the floor some, and when she got it at top of the key, she took it right down to the rack.
Sis Logan will surprise you with her athleticism. Did miss that first free throw. Second one is good. So she has a point. 7-2, Lincoln County on top. 4.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Boyle to the right, gives over to Godby. Back out top to Boyle, fakes a three, puts a dribble down low to Jenna King, steps in, contact, no call, shot, no good. Ball batted around and controlled by Patrick. Nice job by Jenna King to reach in and cause the jump ball, so it will stay with the Lady Patriots on the alternate possession.
Yeah, Lincoln County getting some shots up and not falling right there, but good defensive pressure on the rebound from Garrard County to tie them up and get the ball back.
Godby has to lob it in to Jenna King, and she's knocked down by Lauren Patrick, and that will be the first foul on Lauren Patrick, team's first.
Yeah, she was knocked down hard to the ground. She hops up.
Boyle with it in the backcourt. 4:20 to go in the first quarter. 7-2, Lady Patriots with the lead and the basketball. To Godby on the left wing. To the high post to Wilkes. Wilkes fans it out to Emma King. Three-pointer on the way. Back iron, no good. Easy rebound for Neek Hawker. Gives off to Day. Garrard County on the run. Day crosses over in the backcourt into the front court now. Hounded by Emma King. Day down low to Neek Hawker. Lost the handle on it. Is underneath the basket. Tries to fan it out to Logan. Throws it out of bounds. Boy, great pass from Maddie Day right there, and Hawker just bobbled it enough to get herself out of position.
But how about the defensive pressure turned up by Lincoln County tonight as they are all over the place?
3:50 to go in the first, 7-2. Lady Patriots with the lead in the ball. Boyle into the front court to the high post to Wilkes. Back to Boyle, over to Emma King, right wing. Skip pass to the left wing to Godby. High post again to Wilkes. Back to Emma King. King drives, 15-foot floater, good.
We say the same thing for Noah Young for the Patriots. That time we saw King float her down and put it in good.
4 points for Emma King. 9-2 is your lead. 7-point lead, the largest of the night for Lincoln County. Day into the front court with 3:25 to go in the first quarter. Day bounces it over to Patrick on the left wing, guarded by Godby. Gets a high screen, uses it. Drives into the paint, goes up. Left-handed scoop shot, no good. Gets her own rebound. Putback is no good. Wilkes with a huge rebound. Dribbles a couple times and up the floor to Boyle. Boyle on the run. Fans it over to Godby. Godby drives, spins, kicks it to King. Emma King, three on the way. Back iron, no good. Sam Adams with the rebound. Going to be a whistle and a foul. Not a lot of contact there, but that is going to be the first foul on Maddie Boyle, the team's third. We see Zaria Napier and Haley Sutherland check in for the Lady Patriots. And for Garrard County, it's Fran Montgomery.
Give a shout out to Marco Island listening to us tonight. As always, they say let's go Lady Patriots, and also to Bradenton, Florida, as it is shout out to Sheila, Richard, and LMA listening to us tonight.
2:50 to go in the first. 9-2 Lady Patriots with the lead to get it into Day. Day drives baseline, cut off by Napier, picks up her dribble, hits it cutting Adams. Adams lays it in.
Yeah, nice cut right there for Adams, and she kissed it off the glass good.
2:38 to go in the first. 9-4 now. Lincoln with the lead. To Napier in the corner. Back to Boyle on the left wing. Boyle around the horn to Godby, back to Boyle on the left wing. Napier asking for it down low, but Boyle can't get it to her and back out and run the offense. And Garrett sets up in what looks to be like a 2-3, but that center pulled up. Maddie Boyle drives, gives it over to Emma King. Emma King traveled with it.
Yeah, she tried to cut back inside there. She saw Haley Sutherland open, and she needed the help.
Tried to split that double team and just drug her foot. 2:14 to go in the first. Lincoln on top, 9-4. Logan with it in the backcourt. Now over to Montgomery. Montgomery looking back to Logan. Garrett's going to have to hurry to get into Day. Garrett now with numbers. Day gives it over to Adams. Fakes, drives, has it batted away. We've got a whistle and a foul.
It's called a hand check down there low on the basketball.
That's the second one on Maddie Boyle.
Wow.
Team's fourth. And now we're going to see Trinity Shearer off the bench very quickly to replace Boyle with 1:59 to go in the first. And if she has to sit this entire first half, Tim, which she usually does with 2 fouls, watch out.
And her good defensive pressure that she does so much.
Adams 3 off the inbounds, no good. Napier with a huge rebound for Lincoln County. Tries to dribble it away. Picked off by Logan. Logan lays it up. It's no good. And there's Haley Sutherland with the rebound for Lincoln. Sutherland into the front court. Behind the back dribble. Down the right side. Spins. Gives it over to Shearer. In the corner now to Godby. Down low to Sutherland. Spins in traffic. No good. Nice looking shot that time by Haley Sutherland. Big rebound by Nick Hawker. Day in a trap in the backcourt. Has it batted away, but Hawker controls. Hawker in a trap, now gets it to Day. Day drives, goes up, has her shot swatted by Trinity Shearer. Came off her man, rebounded by Sutherland. Sutherland threw it behind Shearer out of bounds. So it'll go back to the Lady Lions. The score's 9-4 with 1:19 to go in the first. Lincoln on top.
Jackson and Debbie Sims say, come on, let's go, Lady Pates. Let's get a win here tonight and move on to the 12th region. And Kevin, both teams playing super, super hard right now.
Day gets it into Hawker. Tried to give it go, and it was stolen away by Godby. And after Godby took it, Hawker reached in for the foul, her first and the team's second.
9-4, 1 minute, 16 seconds to go. Lincoln County got out to a 4-0 lead here in the first quarter. They've led the entire way, largest lead at 7. And they come in with a basketball ticking down now to 1 minute.
Shearer into the front court. Angles to the left, now back to the right, drives in, gets by her man, shoots a shot way off the glass, no good, but knocked out of bounds by Logan. It'll stay with the Lady Patriots. Good drive that time by Shearer, but just didn't come close on the shot.
Thinking she might have thought someone was going to cut to the bucket. She didn't see him, and then she altered it and went up with a shot.
Over to King. Around the horn, three-pointer is short, rebounded by Adams. Adams to Day. Day in a trap now will retreat and give it over to Adams, still in the backcourt. Gets by Napier into the front court. Adams spins. It gets to Day. Lincoln County really hounding Garrard County on this press. To Logan and back to Day, down to 40 seconds to go. Day angles off to the right, gets a screen. Shearer fights through it. Now gives it over to Hawker in the corner. Hawker drives, loses a handle on it, travels.
Yep. And the defense by Lincoln County, Kevin, is really making Garrard County work for every single shot. There are no gimmies tonight. And Lincoln County's overplaying the passing lanes. They're getting shots blocked and making Garrard County work for everything they get. On the other end, Lincoln's not getting shots to fall.
Both teams very active with their feet defensively. Into the front court, Godby with it. 25 seconds to go. Lincoln on top, 9-4 here in the first quarter. To Emma King, right side to Shearer. Shearer to the high post to Godby. Down to the baseline to Sutherland. Shot is up and in.
How about that? From the top to the side, down to the short corner, Sutherland up and in.
11-4, 7-point lead, the largest of the night. Into the front court to Montgomery now to Patrick. Patrick to Adams. Adams has her shot blocked from behind by Napier. But you're going to get Godby with the body. That is the second foul on Logan Godby, the team's fifth. So, Tim, Maddie Boyle and Logan Godby both with 2 fouls each, and we're still in the first quarter.
Yeah, they called the foul on Logan Godby, and the Lincoln fans are saying it should have been on Zaria Napier.
I'm going to side with the referee right here. I thought Napier had a clean block up top, but I thought Godby got her with the body away from the ball. So Adams able to connect on her first attempt. She has 4 points on the night. It's 11-5 Lincoln County with 4.9 seconds to go. Now both officials are talking about it, and they're going to concur. And I think that's what he called. I don't think it was a mistake. I think that's actually what he saw. Second free throw from Sam Adams is no good. Rebounded by Sutherland. Sutherland picks up her dribble, gives it over to Shearer into the front court. And that's the way the first quarter will end. Lady Patriots with a 6-point lead, 11-5. You're listening to Lincoln Basketball on what?
Right right now, and here's Kevin Bandura to call the second quarter.
Patrick looking to inbound, looking, still looking, lobs it in, stolen by Wilkes. Wilkes picks up her dribble and gets it back to Shear. Now into the front court, long down court pass to Sutherland. Sutherland in the paint, scoop shot, rolls out, rebounded by Maddie Day. Day picks up her dribble in a trap, gets it to Patrick. Patrick in trouble, goes on the floor, throws it away, but picked up by Adams. It's got to be close to a 10 count. Day into the front court, 2-on-1, over to Hawker, up and under, good.
How was that not 10 seconds in the backcourt, KB?
Seemed like they were in the backcourt forever. But once Day broke the pressure, Garrett had numbers and got the layup. Emma King with it, 7:25 to go until halftime, 11-7. King drives, loses the handle on it, off the hands of Patrick, so it'll stay with the Lady Patriots.
Man,
I think Lincoln's got to avoid getting out of sorts offensively. They can't rely and just go back to the old dribble, whoever gets it goes and tries to score. Got to continue to run the offense. Stolen away by Fran Montgomery on the inbounds. Montgomery into the front court. Bounces it over, picked off by Shearer. Shearer now racing down the middle of the floor. Gets it to the right, over now to Emma King. King drives, pushes off, gets away with it. Shot good.
Yeah, stepped inside that time for the two-pointer. Lincoln up 6.
6 points for Emma King, and it's 13-7 with a minute gone here in that second quarter. Day into the front court, and there's a reach-in foul in the backcourt by Emma King, her first, and the team's 6th. And it's really the first time Lincoln County has reached rather than moved their feet defensively in this press.
Get this, Kevin. Garrard County shot 14% in the first quarter, 1 out of 7, but they did hit some three-pointers. And it's 5. Lincoln County
hits
shot
free throws.
Free throws. That's what kept them in the game. 3 out of 7 on that.
Montgomery with it on the left wing, drives by King, goes baseline, pump fake, shot is no good, and King fouls her from behind. So just like that, Emma King has picked up her second. It's the team's 7th, and Montgomery to the free throw line for 2. Foul trouble mounting up for the Lady Patriots. Boyle, Godby, King, Emma King with 2 each.
We talked about that in the pregame. You don't want to get your main players in foul trouble. It's going to cost you down the stretch.
6:36 to go, and it's an air ball on the free throw.
You talked about the free throw shooting. Garrard County had 1 field goal and 3 free throws. Lincoln County has not been to the line at all. They were 5 out of 13 in the first quarter, 1 out of 5 from the three-point line.
Second free throw for Montgomery. 13-7 Lincoln on top, and Montgomery overcorrects. It goes long, and Nick Hawker
that's 2 on
goes
her.
over the back and is whistled for a foul. That's her second and the team's 3rd. Good position that time by Lincoln County. Sis Logan will check back in, replace Nick Hawker. So the Lady Patriots with Jenna King, Shearer, Emma King, Sutherland, and Wilkes on the floor, and Emma King on the floor with 2 fouls.
You just get the feeling that Lincoln County is going to go on a little run here of 7, 8, 10 points or something.
Create some separation.
Like they've done that.
Out top to Emma King, left side to Sutherland. Sutherland to the middle of the floor, now over to Emma King. King drives back to Sutherland. Sutherland drives inside the three-point line, back to King. King drives, floater, good.
Loves that little runner right down the lane, puts it up and in, good.
Soft as church music, 8 points for Emma King, and the lead is 8 at 15-7 to Adams. Adams has it batted away, but picked up by Day. Day, little Euro step, and has her shot blocked from behind by Wilkes. What a block from Caitlin Wilkes off of Day, back to Lincoln County.
She timed that perfectly, let the young Day go past her, then jumped and knocked it off of her out of bounds.
Now Garrard with some full court pressure, lob it into King. King drives, step back long, 2, good.
Heating up. Emma King averaging 18. Lincoln's up by 10 now.
Largest lead of the night for the Lady Patriots is 17-7. Day in a trap, gets it to Logan. Baseball pass to Patrick, over to Adams. Adams in the corner to Montgomery. Montgomery drives, gets in the paint, ball fake, shot, back iron, no good. Battle for the rebound. King had it momentarily, but controlled by Wilkes. Over to Shearer. In the front court, Emma King, step back, fakes a 3, out top to Shearer, down low to Wilkes. Wilkes, hook shot, no good. Battle for the rebound. It goes off the hands of Jenna King as she and Adams were right there. We'll see Anna Lane check in for Emma King right now. And we get our first look at Olivia Saylor for Garrard County. 5:23 to go until halftime. Lincoln up 17-7.
Well, the Lincoln faithful not happy with that last call either, feeling that it went off of Garrard County instead of Lincoln County.
Into the front court to Olivia Saylor. Saylor will wait for reinforcements, gives it over to Logan, and now to Maddie Day at the jump circle. 5:10 to go. Garrard trails by 10. Gets a screen. Day drives, cut off, back out top to Patrick on the right wing. Guarded by Anna Lane, gets a screen, goes to her left, into traffic, bump, and a blocking foul on Trinity Shearer. That's her first and the team's 8th.
Without a doubt, we say it all the time, the most controversial call in basketball that time. Shearer's just kind of just standing there, and the other girl runs into her, and I mean, what can you do?
No controversy behind us. The ref was wrong. That's the only decision that could be made.
Oh, that's right. I mean, every time the hand goes up, one half of the gym is
that's right.
on fire, and the other half is okay. Coach McWhorter pleading her position. She's got a good wide stance right there, talking to the official. Free throw, no good.
Yep, no good, and it hits off the face of Sam Adams and goes out of bounds, and she has a little chuckle. So the missed free throws are really mounting up for Garrard County as Patrick missed the front end of that 1-and-1. And Tim, 17-7. You'd like to see Lincoln County extend this lead. There's 5 minutes to go here until halftime. Bounce it into King. King into the front court. Crosses over. Gets in the paint. Floater. Rolls in.
Nice. It's about the third time she's gone down to do that.
12 points for Emma King. It's 19-7. The lead is 12. Into the front court to Patrick. Patrick loses a handle on it. Ball and players on the floor. And we get a jump ball. With 4:38 to go, and it's going to go to Lincoln County on the alternate possession. And
man, you love to see that, don't you? Players jumping on the floor, going for it. Can you tell it's tournament time in Kentucky?
Boy, it is, and it just means more at this point as well, and everybody's sensing the one-and-done urgency of this game. Zaria Napier checks in for the Lady Patriots. Jenna King looking to inbound, gets it into Shearer. Garrard with a little trap coming. Shearer floats it over to Emma King, nearly over her head. King retrieves it, gets in the paint, goes up, shot swatted by Logan. A lot of ball up top, a lot of body on the bottom. And that foul is going to go against Sis Logan. That is her first and the team's 4th.
And Lincoln County's going to the free throw line. What? With 4 minutes and 29 seconds in the half?
Anna Lane set to check in, and with Emma King with those 2 fouls as she hits the first free throw. Coach McWhorter's wanting to do a little offense for defense. You see this a lot in late game situations, Tim, but McWhorter doing it here with just under 5 minutes to go until halftime, letting King play offense and Lane play defense.
14-point lead for Lincoln County. They've tripled up Garrard County 21-7, 4:29 in the half.
Day in the backcourt over to Logan, nearly has it stolen away. Logan, long down court pass to Saylor. Saylor back to Day in the front court. Day puts a couple dribbles down, trying to work out of traffic. Gets a bump from Napier. Now drives in, gets to the elbow. Back to Logan. 3 on the way. Bounces off the rim and over the backboard, out of bounds. Emma King back in. Maddie Boyle back in. Will replace Lane and Shearer with 4:12 to go in the second quarter. And Lady Patriots on top, 21-7.
Perfect timing for Lincoln County, too, to get the stoppage in play, to get them back in. And good to see Maddie Boyle back in. The floor general, if you will, that gets out and runs it for Lincoln.
Halfway through the second quarter, 21-7. Boyle barking out directions, brings Jenna King up with her, gives it over to her on the left wing extended. Tried to bounce it over to Napier. Napier zigged when she should have zagged. Ball goes out of bounds to Garrard County. Now we're going to see Shearer and Lane back in. It's a PA announcer's nightmare, Tim. Every dead ball, 2 or 3 players coming in.
And it's only in the first half, midway through the quarter. You've been there, KB. You know what it's
been there, done that. 21-7. Lady Patriots on defense now, but with the lead. Day into the front court, picked up by Lane. Goes off to the left, now to the right, gets a screen. Was a pick and roll, now over to Logan. Logan drives in, gives it in the corner, and we got a traveling violation as Saylor ball faked and drug her foot, and here comes Lane and King here comes Boyle and King back for Lane and Shearer.
You know, Garrard County had 7 turnovers in the first quarter. Lincoln County only 4. They run that play a lot for Sis Logan, where they'll drive down and kick it back out to her on the wing. Very capable of hitting the three-pointer.
Absolutely. We had a good angle on that last one. It looked good. It was just a little bit to the left. Jenna King with it now, hounded by Adams, gives it over to Boyle. Lincoln going to be content to run some offense now. Garrard in a man-to-man. Boyle drives, gives it over to Emma King, left wing, down low in the box to Jenna King. Shot is no good. Rebounded by Sis Logan. And boy, Napier's got to be careful not to get it over the back there. To Day. Day races into the front court, gets in the paint, goes up, little hesitation move, can't get it to go. Rebounded by Jenna King. King, long down court pass to Emma King. Stops and pops from 18. No good. Rebounded by Patrick. Patrick to Day. Day spins, gets by her man, over to Adams. Adams fires a 3 from the wing off the back iron. No good. Logan with the rebound, and she's knocked to the floor by Napier. Both players hit the floor hard.
And there was some contact to the face of a couple players, too, with the arms that they're flinging around when they're, nothing
malicious,
they're both going
right.
for the ball.
Napier's first foul, team's ninth. Boyle and Emma King check back in. We're going to see Fran Montgomery come back in and replace Olivia Saylor. Sis Logan at the free throw line for Garrard County. 2:53 to go in the second. Lincoln County on top 21-7. Sutherland set to check in for the Lady Patriots at the next opportunity. First free throw is good from Sis Logan. Sutherland in for Napier. Jenna King.
Haley Sutherland's been really turning it up the last 8 to 10 ball games as well, Kevin. Seeing her athletic ability, just so athletic, and the things that she can do with the moves that she makes around the basket are really nice.
The more ragged the game is, the better she shines.
Likes it.
Logan hits her second. Give her 3 points on the night. It's 21-9. Boyle into the front court. Right wing to Napier. Back out top to Boyle. Back to Napier in the corner. She's going to fire a three. It's off the back iron. Nice backside rebound by Emma King, who lays it in.
A few years from now, that'll be a pass. I threw it right across to Emma King, and she put it back up and in good.
23-9 in the front court to Patrick. Patrick back to Logan and back to Day. And Garrett has broken the pressure, but it has taken its toll. Maddie Day drives, goes up. Nobody stops her, and she lays it in. Her first bucket of the night.
Yeah, Coach McQuarters telling Zaria Napier, you just kind of laid the bull right there and just let her go right by.
Quickly the other way, they get the ball down low to Wilkes. Wilkes with a nice spin to her left. She lays it in. It's 25-11. Stolen, inbounds pass stolen by Maddie Boyle. Drives and travels.
That's the deal where the officials look at each other and say, you got a better angle on it, you call it. They called it for a walk. I think the other official might have called a foul.
Yeah, they kind of eyeball each other and try to read each other's mind until somebody makes a call. So
that ain't happening.
Shear and Lane back in for the Lady Patriots. 2:05 to go in the second, 25-11.
And it's
Lincoln
a
on
good thing
top.
They can't read the fans' minds.
Well, they don't have to read them. They can hear them. Adams with it, picks up her dribble, in trouble now, bounces to Day. Day to the right wing, picks up her dribble out top to Adams. Adams drives, gets in the paint, over now to Patrick. 15-foot jumper is good. Lauren Patrick's first bucket of the night. It's 25-13 with 1:44 to go. And very quickly, down court pass went off the hands of Anna Lane, out of bounds, back to Garrard County.
What is it they say, Kevin? You can play fast, but don't get in a hurry. You want to get down the floor, but also you want to play in control. You want to stay in control going down the game.
Right. That was kind of an ill-advised long down court pass. So now Garrard with the basketball. Nice pass down to Adams, who goes uncontested and lays it in. Her 6th point of the evening, and it's 25-15. 1:30 to go. Through the hands of Sutherland, another turnover. And now Garrard County getting some momentum here, Tim.
Yeah, Garrard County's on a 6-4 run right now, but still that cuts it to 10.
And now to Patrick. Patrick's shot is no good, but she's fouled by Napier. And Tim, here's what's happening. Lincoln County is gambling with the trap in the backcourt. Once Garrard gets it into the front court, they've got numbers, and they've done a much better job in the last couple of minutes of making a couple quick passes and getting layups. And now Patrick at the free throw line for 2. That foul went against Zaria Napier, her 2nd and the team's 10th.
It is an 8-4 run, as it was 21-7. It's now 25-15, and 2 straight trips down the floor for Lincoln County to turn the basketball over.
Empty trips for sure. Patrick misses the first free throw. We'll have a second with 1:20 to go until halftime. The Lady Patriots on top 25-15. Second free throw from Patrick is good. She has 3 points tonight, and the lead now back to single digits at 9. It's been as many as 14. To the high post of Sutherland. Turns, shot is short. Rebounded by Montgomery. Goes to the floor. Shovels it up to Patrick. Patrick will hand to Day in the backcourt. Day in a trap, spins out of it, back to Patrick. Patrick crosses over, gets into the front court, bounces it over to Montgomery, drives baseline, shot is blocked by Shear and controlled by Wilkes. Wilkes will hand to Shear, down to 54 seconds to go. Lincoln again gambled for the steal in the backcourt, didn't get it. Garrett had a decent shot once they had numbers.
Much taller Shear against Montgomery that time. Made a nice block on it. Lincoln County's had several blocks tonight.
And clean blocks where they've either controlled it or knocked it off the opposing player. Wilkes to the high post to Sutherland, over the right wing to Shear. Back out top to Wilkes. Ball fakes, drives over to Shear, right wing, guarded by Day. Shear puts a couple dribbles down, Gets it on the left side. Sutherland fires an open three. A back iron. No good. Maddie Day corrals the rebound for Garrard. Gets it out in the front court to Logan. Logan travels.
Yeah.
Had an open frame Montgomery and got excited and just basically double dribbled.
She looked at Montgomery, and I could just read her lips. She said, I thought you were going to run in a little bit. And she was waiting for her to go. And then when Montgomery stayed in that right-hand corner, she picked the basketball up and walked with it.
10 seconds to go. Shearer brings it into the front court, down to 7.
And here we go to start the second half, and quickly a foul.
Oh, and Tim, just 2 seconds into this, they tried to throw a long inbounds pass to Patrick, and Emma King whistled for her third foul, the team's first, but very, very quickly. So, again, 2 seconds into the third quarter, and Emma King's going to have to take a seat, replaced by Zaria Napier.
Man, 2 seconds in, and your leading scorer with 16 points in the first half has to go to the bench.
So now Garrard to inbound. They get it in the corner to Adams. Adams fires a three, short, and Napier loses the handle on it, picked up by Hawker. Hawker has it batted away by Godby. She'll try to get it out to Patrick. He batted away again. Hawker picks it up, hits Logan, who is wide open under the basket. Logan lays it in for her 5th point, and the lead down to 7.
It's like, where are they going to go with the ball? Oh, throw it down there. She's wide open.
Boyle, skip pass on the left side to Godby. Godby back to Boyle out at the jump circle. We are just underway in this third quarter. It's now 25-18. The Lady Patriots with the lead and the basketball. Over now to Godby. Godby to the high post. Wilkes loses the handle on it. Picked off by Day. Day on the run into the front court. Will back it back out and set up the offense. Day out at the jump circle, man-to-man defense from Lincoln County. Left wing to Logan, hands back to Day. Left wing extended. Day looking, gets a screen, goes to the right. Tries to get by her man, spins, is cut off, and in trouble now. And nobody can get free. Now she'll bounce it to Adams, who drives in. Shot will go, and she's fouled.
Man, talk about the complexion turning. You know, that could have been a 5-second call right there, and no call goes on it, and then you get down and put the layup in, and good for the and one.
Shearer checks in for Napier. First foul on Jenna King, team second. 6:53 to go in the third, and Garrard now only trailing 25-20, and Adams at the free throw line, where it has been a disaster for Garrard County tonight, and it is up and good. 9 points for Adams, and the lead cut down to 4. Lincoln led by as many as 14 in that second quarter. Now full court pressure. Boyle lobs it in the front court to Godby. Godby puts a couple dribbles down to the high post to Wilkes. Has it slapped away, and a little aggressive there by Maddie Day. Her first foul, the team's first.
Now, Garrard County has come out, and they've ramped their defensive pressure up a little bit on their end as they are swatting at the balls and smacking at them and trying to make anything that they can into the passing lanes. Lincoln County's King back in for her sister Jenna.
They get it into Wilkes. Wilkes drives, kicks it out now to Boyle. Boyle skip pass and throws it nearly over the head of Emma King. King in a trap in the corner. Drives baseline, goes up, floater, good.
Lincoln County can ill afford any empty sets, Kevin. You got to score every time if you can.
27-21, 6:25 to go in the third. Lincoln on top, Garrard with the basketball. Day into the front court, over to Logan. Logan gets by her man, drives baseline. A lot of contact and blocked out of bounds. Went off the elbow of Caitlin Wilkes, and it will stay with Garrard County. Jenna King will replace Emma King. So very, very quickly, Lincoln County going offense and defense with Emma King with those 3 fouls.
And Wilkes can be a little bit more aggressive. She only has the 1 foul, so she was aggressive that time and got the nice block.
Day lobs it into Patrick on the left wing. Patrick fakes a handoff, bounces it down to Hawker. Hawker tried to dump it down to Logan, picked off by Maddie Boyle. Lincoln on the run. Boyle into the front court. No-look pass over to Godby. Godby into the paint, dumps it down to Wilkes. Wilkes has it stripped away by Day. Day racing into the front court in a double team. Over to Adams, stops, and will get it back to Day, and Garrard will reset the offense. 5:52 to go in the third, 27-21. Lincoln on top. Day over to the right, gets a screen in the corner. Adams, open 3, got it.
Look out. Here comes Garrard County. Cut it down to 3. 27-24.
They get it down low to Wilkes quickly, who lays it in. Good offensive set that time for Lincoln County. Caught Garrard County asleep for an easy bucket. Day into the front court to Adams. Adams skip pass to Logan. Logan back to Patrick in the corner in a double team. Out top now to Day, and Garrett will reset the offense with 5:20 to go, trailing Lincoln 29-24. Over to Patrick. Now to Logan on the left wing. Skip pass to Adams way out on the right wing. Now in the corner to Patrick. Patrick tried to bounce it down low. Picked off by Jenna King. King quickly to Boyle. Boyle goes coast to coast and lays it in.
Nice job that time by Emma King to Maddie Boyle. The kiss off the glass.
31-24, 5 minutes to go in the third. Day drives, gets in traffic, shot no good. Hawker over the back.
They're going to call Logan Godby. When she was just standing there and Hawker goes over top her, they're going to say she backed under her.
Said that she undercut her. That's the third foul on Logan Godby and the team's third.
Wow.
I'd call that a pretty good box out.
Yeah, I mean, Hawker goes up and goes over. If anything, maybe it should have been over the back.
They lob it into Logan. Logan at the top of the key, picks up her dribble. Now over the right wing to Adams. Adams will work it back out. 31-24, Lincoln with a 7-point lead. 4:42 to go. Down low to Hawker. Shot short, no good. Gets her own rebound. It won't go. Taps it, and she's over the back.
Yeah, that's the time that she got it and went back up again and missed it. And that time she went over the back. Good positioning that time by Shearer as she backed her down.
Third foul on Nick Hawker. Logan Godby will check out. Emma King will check in. 4:38 to go in the third. 31-24. Lincoln will inbound. So Lincoln County with Jenna King, Shearer, Boyle, Wilkes, and Emma King in the ball game. Shearer into the front court, tries to hand it off. Maddie Day bats it, but Emma King retrieves it. Over now to Boyle. Boyle drives. Top of the key, gets it down low to Wilkes. Wilkes spins, kicks it back. Boyle, open three. No good. Wilkes with a nice offensive rebound. Goes up, has her shot blocked. A lot of contact, but it goes out of bounds. It will stay with Lincoln County.
Yeah, good time. Good offensive rebound that time by Caitlin Wilkes. She's working hard down there. Got the ball down low, then kicked it back out. Boyle had an open look at it. Couldn't get it to fall.
They bounce it into Wilkes. Wilkes guarded by Logan. Shot off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Hawker. Hawker gets it over to Day. 4:06 to go in the third quarter. 31-24. In the corner to Adams. Back to Day. Day will work it back out, calls the play, gives it over to Hawker. Left wing extended, guarded by Emma King. Over now to Sis Logan. Logan faked the three. Now bounces it down to Patrick off her hands, tries to slap it in. Picked off by Shearer to Jenna King. King straight down the middle of the floor. Gets it back to Emma King. Open three from the wing. Good!
Big shot right there. Lincoln County back on top by 10.
21 points for Emma King, and the lead is 10 with 3:30 to go in the third quarter. Garrard County doesn't like what they see. They're going to call a full timeout. We'll take it with them. 3:31 to go in the third. 34-24 Lincoln. You're listening to Lady Patriot Basketball on 102.9 WPBK FM.
Every year, the Lincoln County Public School System and the Lincoln County Board of Education works hard to empower every student with the knowledge, skills, and attributes necessary to become our future business leaders of tomorrow. Their mission is to help students individually, one-on-one, to become college, career, and citizenship ready by providing quality education and enriching opportunities for every student in every classroom, every day. Making funeral arrangements in advance isn't hard, it's easy, and it's one of the greatest gifts that you can give your family. Contact McKnight Funeral Home and Monument Company and request a personal planning session. With over 20 years of experience, funeral directors Kyle McKnight and Jamie Oakes can assist you in pre-planning the funeral service that reflects who you are now. Cemetery arrangements, a list of pallbearers, readings, musical selections, and other personal details. McKnight Funeral Home and Monument Company, family owned and committed to serving you with dignity.
Lincoln Basketball, presented by McKnight Funeral Home and Monument Company.
The Garrard County Lady Lions have cut it to 3, 27-24. Lincoln County on a run, puts it back out to 34-24.
Shearer steals the inbounds pass behind the back dribble, lays it in.
The run continues, 36-24.
Her first bucket of the night. Lincoln County back up by a dozen. 3:20 to go in the third. Over to Adams on the left wing. Adams gets to the middle of the floor, kicks it over to Patrick. Patrick had an open three and didn't take it. Patrick bounced it to Hawker, who cut to the basket. Shot off the glass, no good. Battle for the rebound, Wilkes. Big, strong rebound for the sophomore. Gives it to Shear in the front court. Boyle, ball fakes, drives, goes up in traffic, kicks it back out. Shear drives. Her shot off the glass, no good. Actually an air ball, rebounded by Lincoln County. Battled around and goes out of bounds off of Day. So Emma King back in for offense for Lincoln County. 36-24, Lincoln on top, 2:52 to go in the third. And boy, that last three by Emma King just tickled the twine and gave Lincoln a 10-point lead. Huge shot.
Lincoln on a 9-0 run, KB.
Into Boyle, three on the way, good!
Make it a 12-0 run, Maddie Boyle.
So Lincoln back out on top. It's now the largest lead of the night at 15 with 2:40 to go in the third. Day into the front court to Patrick on the left wing. Gets to the middle of the floor, gets to the free throw line, back over to Adams. Adams now in the corner to Day. Day gets a screen, now in a trap, pick and roll, gets it to Adams in the corner, three-point shot, no good. Nearly went in, but came out. Boyle with the rebound, quickly into the front court. Boyle to the right side, fans it over. Emma King, three. No good. Correction, Jenna King with the three, but Emma King with the rebound. Her putback's no good. She got her own rebound, and that shot was no good, but she's fouled. Foul goes against Sis Logan. That's her second and the team's third. So Jenna King missed the three. Emma King got two rebounds, and now at the free throw line.
Had a good look at it, and then Emma King crashed the board to get her sister's miss and puts it back up and missed it, but got fouled, missed the free throw.
Emma King's free throw no good. Fran Montgomery back in for Garrard County. 2:10 to go here in the third quarter, 39-24.
12-0 run for Lincoln County.
Second free throw good. Haley Sutherland checks in for Emma King. Boy, King's when King is on, Tim, that her shot is as soft as a
Very
floating
pretty.
soap bubble. Just glides right into the basket. 40-24. Largest lead of the night for Lincoln County at 16. Left side to Montgomery. Gets a high screen. Gets to the free throw line. Over to Adams. Adams in the corner now to Day. 1:55 to go in the third. Day drives. Gets into the paint. Shot is no good. Contact and a foul. Foul is on 14. Trinity Shearer, her second, team's fourth. Send Maddie Day to the free throw line for two with 1:50 to go in the third, and Lincoln on top 40-24.
And Kevin, you mentioned it in the first half, free throw shooting, and even starting off here in the second half for Garrard County, less than stellar. That one goes in, though.
Emma King in, Haley Sutherland out. So again, Lincoln County doing a good job of hiding Emma King's three fouls by taking her out when they can on the defensive end, but getting her some shots on the offensive end. Second free throw from Day, no good. Maddie Boyle with the rebound. Into the front court to Shearer. Shearer will work it back out to Boyle. Boyle's going to fire an open three. Back iron, no good. Hawker can't get it, but Day has it. Now we've got a whistle and a foul. And that's on Jenna King. Her second, team's fifth. Sutherland and Lane back in will replace Shearer and Emma King.
Kevin, you mentioned it earlier that, a lot of trading offense for defense happens toward the end of the game. I don't know if I've ever seen it as early as we saw it tonight, just midway through the second quarter.
Day drives, gets by Lane, now kicks it over to Logan. Logan cut off and works it back out to Montgomery. Montgomery drives. She's cut off. We'll work it back out. Lincoln in a very sticky man-to-man. 1:20 to go in the third, 40-25. Lincoln on top. Garrard with the basketball. Hawker drives baseline. Kicked out of bounds by Sutherland, so it'll stay with the Lady Lions.
Yeah, Lincoln can let her handle the basketball if they like, because if you're Garrard County, you definitely want it in Adams or Montgomery's hands over there on that right side, or Day, of course.
Day gets it to Montgomery. Montgomery in the corner to Day. Picked up by Sutherland. Day will bring it back out. Lincoln by 15. Day over now to Montgomery. Montgomery looking for help out top to Logan. Three on the way. Good.
Nice looking shot from her. Cuts the lead to 12.
8 points for Sis Logan. Under a minute to go now. Lane lobs it in. Low post to Wilkes. Ball fakes. Kicks it back. Lane fires an open three. It's off the back iron. Gets her own rebound. Shot up, and she's fouled. Reach-in foul on Sis Logan. That will be her third and the team's fourth, and it will send Anna Lane to the free throw line for two with 47.7 seconds to go in the third, and Lincoln on top 40-28.
Just like you're taught from the beginning of basketball, follow your shot. Too many times we don't see young ladies do that. Anna Lane did.
The lost art. First free throw from Anna Lane is good. Zaria Napier checks in for Lincoln County, replacing Jenna King. We'll see Fran Montgomery get replaced by Olivia Saylor.
Shout out to Mama B. McGuffey listening to us tonight. I talked to Deb today, and I found out that Mama B usually walks the floor during these games, so she gets some exercise.
Both free throws from Lane good, 42-28, under a minute to go. Day into the front court, down to 40 seconds. Angles off to the right, then cuts back to the left, goes up, shot off the glass is good, and she's fouled by Anna Lane. And Maddie Day just really went straight to the basket, got the bucket to go, and the foul on Lane, her first, team sixth.
You know, if you don't get a chance to see Garrard County play a whole lot, we only see them 3 times a year unless we're watching them in
some kind of tournament or something, yeah.
I wonder why Maddie Day doesn't shoot more. I mean, she's a plus 1,000-point scorer and can take it to the rack so well, and very selfless player, gets the basketball to other people and does a good job.
6 points for Maddie Day, cuts the lead to 11 at 42-31, 34 seconds to go. Boyle with it into the backcourt, now into the front court. Looks like Garrett's going to pick up man-to-man, and Boyle's going to elect to dribble the clock away out at the jump circle, and Garrett's going to retreat and just let it happen. A lot of times you'll see players come up and force the team to move around, but Garrett going to be content not to do that. 15 seconds over to Sutherland, back to Boyle. Boyle back to Sutherland. Sutherland drives, gets to the free throw line, cut off, back to Lane, down to 9 seconds. To the high post, batted away by Day. Day with it in the backcourt. 4 seconds to Adams through her hands and out of bounds with 1.7 seconds to go.
The Lincoln County's going to go 3/4 length of the floor if they can to get the final shot with 1.7.
To get it in, and it is batted out, and that's the way the quarter will end. Lincoln County goes to the fourth quarter on top, 42-31. You're listening to Lady Patriot Basketball on 102.9 WPBK FM.
Here's Kevin Bandura.
Jenna King to the high post to Wilkes. Wilkes fans it over to Godby. Now in the corner to Boyle's going to fire a 3. Good.
Maddie Boyle filling it tonight. Another 3 for her.
10 points for Maddie Boyle, and the lead is 14 at 45-31. They lob it into the front court over the head of Sam Adams and out of bounds, and it goes back to Lincoln County. And Tim, this is the moment of the game right here where Lincoln County can put the pedal to the metal and just try to run away and hide from Garrard County.
Shout out to Cujo Key listening to us tonight. Way down in the Keys.
Godby in the corner now to Boyle. Boyle drives baseline, gives it over in the corner. Emma King, 3 is good, but she's going to be whistled for a little hop step, and the Lincoln bench nodding in agreement there. You move both feet there, shuffle your feet, you're going to get called for the walk as she's settled up for that 3-pointer.
She's almost, too wide open that time, and she took a little hop step to get open even more.
Now Lincoln County are on defense. They try to get it down to Olivia Saylor. She and Jenna King battle after it. King knocks it out of bounds. So to stay with the Lady Lions, 7:10 to go in regulation, 45-31. Maddie Day looking to trigger it in, looking, still looking, lobs it out top now to Adams. Adams drives, gets in the paint, goes up, scoop shot, no good off the back iron, rebounded by Wilkes. Wilkes will dribble it into the front court for the Lady Patriots. Now backs it back out, gives it over to Boyle. Lincoln's got a 14-point lead with 7 minutes to go. You can anticipate a little bit of a slowdown on offense.
Yep, take the air out of it a little bit and let some time run off, but you don't want to let Garrard County get hot on those 3-pointers and cut back into it.
They get it down low to Wilkes. Wilkes' shot is no good. She's fouled by Sis Logan. Nice job by Wilkes that time. Kind of went one way and then came back to her left side. Got Sis Logan out of position. That's the 4th foul on Sis Logan, team's 5th. 6:41 to go. Lincoln with a 14-point lead, and Wilkes at the free throw line.
How about a shout out to Mama Peak listening to us tonight, usually at all the games, and she says, come on, let's go, Lady Pates, live on to play another day, and They're up by 15 right now with 6:41 to go, 46-31.
Lauren Patrick checks in for Garrard County. Wilkes hit the first free throw. He's going to get a second one. It's good. Into Day to Adams. Back to Day. Still in the backcourt. Day bounces to Hawker. Hawker in a trap now. Gets it down to Saylor. Saylor faked a three. Puts a dribble down. Tried to get it back out to Hawker. Knocked out of bounds by Jenna King. And boy, it's just kind of like playing connect the dots in the backcourt there, trying to break the press for Garrard County. 6.5 to go, 47-31. Adams drives, is cut off, works it back out, and we'll give it to out top to Day as it went through Olivia Saylor. Day angles off, crosses over, gets in the paint. It is tripped on her path to the basket. That could be the fourth on Emma King, and it is.
20-7 run is what the Lady Paints are on right now, KB. They were 27-24. It's now 47-31, and Lincoln County's on that 20-7 run, and Maddie Day can cut into this some if her free throws are good here.
Fourth foul on Emma King, team seventh. Maddie Day at the free throw line, hits the first one. First point of the fourth quarter for Garrard County with 6:19 to go, and it's now 47-32. And Lincoln County's in real trouble, and Garrard cut it to three and then responded with that 13-0 run. Second free throw from Day, good, give her 8 points. Jenna King triggers it into Boyle. 2-2-1 full court pressure from Garrard County. Lobs it into the front court to Jenna King. King bounces it to Emma King. King drives, cut off, picked off by Day. Day, 2-on-2 break. Boyle steps in and picks it off. Maddie Boyle into the front court and will circle back out. Floats it over to Emma King. Right wing. Out top now to Boyle. Boyle ball fakes, drives, gets to the elbow, gets down low to Wilkes. Wilkes lays it in.
Beautiful. Maddie Boyle gets the pick, goes down and gets the assist on the other end.
Day into the front court in a trap. And going to get a timeout. Garrard County 49-33. Lincoln County on top. 5:44 to go in regulation. It's a full timeout. We'll take it with them. Lady Patriot basketball on 102.9 WPBK FM.
Sperlin Funeral Home is Stanford's longest locally owned and operated funeral home. They offer guidance and support through a difficult time in your life. Sperlin Funeral Home would like to discuss prearrangement needs with you. As your neighbor, they also are your trusted friends. Give Barry a call at 606-365-2800 or stop by at 411 West Main Street in Stanford. Sperlin Funeral Home, where you know who cares about you.
Hey guys, Doc Spangler here for Danville Office Equipment, your #1 source for all your office supply, office furniture, and office equipment needs. We at DOE learned a long time ago that hard work and dedication pay off, and if you're lucky, you get to have a little fun along the way. So if you're needing anything for the office, call Danville Office Equipment at 1-800-633-0991. That's DOE at 1-800-633-0991.
Lincoln basketball, presented by McKnight Funeral Home and Monument Company.
Boyle County defeated Danville last night in Game 1 of the girls' semifinals. Lincoln County leads Garrard County 49-36 in Game 2 of the semifinals. So the winner of this game will get Boyle County on Friday night. We play on. Kevin Bandura with the call.
Day with it at the jump circle, brings it in and now will work it back out. Now goes to the right, gets a screen from Hawker in the corner. Now Adams, three from the wing, no good. Good defensive rebound by Jenna King. King got the rebound and then drug her foot. Is going to be whistled for traveling. 5:32 to go in regulation. Lincoln on top, 49-33.
And that was a textbook block out right there. What are you taught? Block the shooter out.
You just got a bit of dribble down.
Yeah.
We get around. Day will try a three. It's short. Garrett with the rebound. Patrick goes up in traffic. Her shot no good. King. And now she's going to be whistled. She got the ball. I don't know if it's going to be a jump ball. No, it's going to be a reach-in foul on Lauren Patrick, her second and the team's sixth. So Jenna King really battling in there. Got that defensive rebound and was fouled. Logan will check back in. She replaces Olivia Saylor. So now full court pressure from Garrard County. Lincoln looking to trigger it in. They get it into Boyle.
Could have had a foul a little earlier on Patrick, I felt like.
Boyle gets it to Trinity Shear, lobs it into the front court to Jenna King. King drives baseline to the high post. Wilkes, 10-footer, good.
Too easy. Nice job.
Nice ball movement and offensive set by the Lady Patriots. 51-33, largest lead of the night for Lincoln County. 5 minutes to go. Time winding down on Garrard County's season. Day, right wing to Adams. Adams hits a cutting Day. Day cut off, kicks it back to Adams. Adams drives. Her shot no good, partially blocked and picked up by Wilkes. Great defense by the Lady Patriots.
I think Logan Godby got the hand in there on that one.
So now into the front court, Coach McWhorter says, let's slow it down, take some time. 4.5 minutes to go in an 18-point lead. And they try to get it to Boyle. Boyle has it picked off by Day. Day dove for it. It goes off the hands of Boyle out of bounds to Garrard County.
Maddie Boyle just looks over Coach Porter, says the same thing that the entire side behind us says. How's that not a foul? She was literally undercut and taken to the ground.
The Garrard basketball. Day into the front court, angles off to the left, drives in, stops, is cut off and gets it out to Logan. Logan tried to bounce it down to Patrick, went off a leg, and to Godby. Godby gets it up the floor to Boyle. Boyle loses the handle on it. Ball faked and got her man in the air and then lost the handle on it. It was knocked out of bounds off of Nick Hawker. Emma King back in for Trinity Shear. Down to 4:10 to go.
I think she heard Hawker coming down the floor behind her and thought she was closer than she was.
Logan Godby lobs it in. It is picked off by Adams. Adams loses the handle on it to Godby. Godby to Wilkes.
Look at Wilkes.
Buries a 17-footer.
20-point lead for Lincoln County now.
53-33, halfway through the fourth. Lincoln creating separation. Three-pointer from Sis Logan, no good. Jenna King with a nice rebound. And you can tell by the body language, Garrard County very close to packing it in. Maddie Boyle drives, is cut off, gets it back to Godby. Godby drives. Double dribble. Lincoln County will bring in Haley Sutherland and Trinity Shear, replacing Jenna King. Also replacing Emma King. So Logan triggers it in to Maddie Day. 3:40 to go, 53-33. Day into the front court. Bounce it over to Logan. Logan's going to fire a three from the wing. Good.
Just looks so good when it leaves her hand, and from the angle that we had, it was bottom of the net.
11 points for Sis Logan. Maddie Boyle in the front court now, picked up by Day. Day working, gets a timeout. We'll take it with them. 3:18 to go in the fourth. Lincoln on top, 53-36. This is Lady Patriot basketball on 102.9 WPBK FM.
Tired of buffering with your laggy DSL? Hate the idea of signing up under a heavy satellite contract? You need to try Skyline Broadband. With speeds up to 12 meg, no contracts, and packages starting at $33 per month, Skyline Broadband will get you logged on like never before. No monthly usage allowance, unlike the restrictive caps forced on you by satellite and other providers. Get a real internet alternative by checking out SkylineBroadband.com today. Locally owned and operated and serving Lincoln County and surrounding areas. New location next to Montooth Flooring, 1 mile from the bottom of Halls Gap in Stanford. Call 606-365-5SKY. Skyline Broadband, your high-speed ticket to the net.
Lincoln Basketball, presented by McKnight Funeral Home and Monument Company.
Lincoln County leads at 53-36, 3 minutes and 18 seconds to go in this one. What's on the line? Only a spot in the championship game on Friday night at 6 o'clock and a trip to Pulaski County for the girls' 12th region tournament. Here's Kevin Bandura.
Godby triggers it in the front court to Sutherland. Sutherland drives on Patrick, is cut off, and now in a trap, dribbles back out to the jump circle. Now gives it over to Boyle. Boyle drives, bounces it down low to King. Emma King loses a handle on it, works it back out. Now is going to kind of drive and works it back out down to the 3-minute mark. Lincoln's going to try to dribble as much clock as they can. King to the high post to Wilkes. Wilkes will dribble it back out and hand off to Emma King. King drives, gets in the paint. Kicks it over in the corner. Godby long to good.
Stays in for Logan Godby.
Her first bucket of the night. Lincoln County up 55-36, 2:40 to go. Adams in the corner. Dribbles, gets in the paint. Left-handed shot, no good. Godby skies in for the rebound. Knocks it out of bounds. It will stay with the Lady Lions. Napier and Shearer back in for the Lady Patriots.
You know, in Lincoln County, I've got to say, Kevin, they've got 55 points on the scoreboard, but their defense has really been stellar tonight.
They get it into Adams. Adams along the baseline. Can't get the shot to go, but she's fouled. That's going to be on Napier. Third foul on Napier, team's 8th. It's going to send Adams to the free throw line for 2 with 2:31 to go. 55-36. And, Tim, you kind of start looking ahead now to Friday night as Adams missed the first one. So at that point where it would take a series of unfortunate events for Lincoln County to lose this game.
Looking back over Garrard County scoring for the whole year, Kevin, the lowest scoring output since the very first game of the season where they had 33. They've got 37 now.
Adams hit 1 of 2. It's 55-37, 2:25 to go. Emma King works it into the front court on Adams. His bump, no call, gives it over to Shearer. Now Adams will reach in on Shearer. That is the first foul on Sam Adams, the team's 7th. So it'll send Shearer to the free throw line for the 1-and-1. Sutherland set to check in, and she will come in and replace Emma King. 2:21 to go. Lincoln by 18. It's going to be a long 2:21 as Garrett's going to exhaust every option to try to get back in this game. Shearer misses the front end of the 1-and-1, but Napier with a big rebound.
Nice
gets it back to Boyle. And Napier hit the ground hard, and a nice piece of officiating there as Lincoln had the basketball. Napier, again, has had knee issues.
Hobbling on that same knee as well. Hey, let's give a shout-out to Coach Brad Petrie, who's out doing some scouting tonight, watching some other teams in the 12th region as the boys get ready to play on Friday night, as Coach McCorder goes over and gives a big hug to Zaria and says, man, what hustle was that?
So now Godby to trigger it in with 2:19 to go. Looking, bounces it down to Sutherland, turns, shot, puts it in.
Nice job. Back to 20 points for Lincoln County.
4 points for Sutherland. Adams now with the 3 on the other end. It's good.
And that's their only hope. They hit a bunch of them.
16 for Adams. It's 57-40. 2 minutes to go now. Lincoln into the front court. Boyle with it. Working on Maddie Day. Goes down the sideline and works her way back out and hands it off to Shearer. Shearer will dribble through a double team. Guarded closely by Patrick and now creates some separation. Shearer drives. Gets bumped. It's going to be a foul on Neek Hocker. That's her 4th and the team's 8th. 1:42 to go. So Lincoln able to get 20 seconds or so off the clock and do that a few more times, and you can put this one in the books.
Shout out to a coach that's already won a region this year, Ricky Mullins and the archery team. Coach Mullins listening in tonight, and he says, congratulations, ladies. Keep it rolling. 58-40. Lincoln on top, 18 after the free throw.
First free throw from Shearer is good. She'll get a second. This one is up, and it's good as well. So 4 points for Trinity Shearer. Day with it in the backcourt, a minute 40. Into the front court. Crosses over, gets to the free throw line, over to Logan. Now in the corner to Patrick. Patrick drives. King drives. Got a whistle and a foul. That foul works against Sam Adams. That's her 2nd and the team's 9th. So we'll send Emma King to the free throw line for the 1-and-1. We're going to see Anna Lane and Lydia Rice check in. Rice is going to wait for the shooter with 1:09 to go. Lady Patriots going to get another shot at a district title on Friday night, leading 59-40 with a minute 9 to go. King misses the first free throw. Neek Hocker with the rebound.
There's our good friends from Marco Island texting in saying, great job, Lady Pates.
In the corner, Adams drives baseline, has her shot blocked and controlled by Lincoln County. Got a whistle with 58.4 seconds to go as Boyle went in and got that rebound. Foul is on Sam Adams. That's her 3rd, team's 10th. So Maddie Boyle set to check in. She'll have 2 free throws this time. 59-40. 58.4 seconds to go. Maddie Boyle, first free throw is no good.
Lydia had a good game tonight as well. Kevin hit some key 3-pointers for Lincoln County, and as always, playing a good defensive job, even though she picked up a couple of fouls early.
Sat quite a bit in that first half. Lydia Rice checks in for the Lady Patriots. Haley Barnes set to check in, but won't get to. Boyle misses the 2nd free throw. Day into the front court. Will Pick up her dribble, gets it over to Logan. 3 on the way from the wing, good.
Just a little bit too late.
59-43, Lincoln County inbounds. We got a whistle and a foul. That's going to be on Haley Sutherland
from Lincoln County.
Her first. It's the team's 9th. So a 1-and-1 for Sam Adams. Maddie Boyle will check out as Haley Barnes checks in with 43.6 seconds to go. 59-43. Lincoln on top. Adams' first free throw is up and good.
One more foul.
Lincoln County on top by 14 points.
Yeah, they just got a quick timeout, a little out of sorts there, and just late. Coach Scott Latham in his 3rd year, and talk about steady improvement, Kevin. We talked about that earlier. But they won 9 games the first year, 13 last year, and 18 this year, and they're going to fall tonight. But Lincoln County Lady Pates going to win for the 27th straight time over Garrard County. 27 straight wins. The last time Garrard girls basketball defeated Lincoln County was on December the 11th, 2006.
What a streak. In the Logan. Logan's 3 is long, no good. Haley Barnes with the rebound. Picks up her dribble, gives it over to Shearer. Shearer's going to try to get into the front court. Bounces it up to Sutherland. Sutherland will put a dribble down and hold it. And that's the ball game.